everyone. Thanks for joining me for this short flow that we'll do together today. So we're going to start in a seated position. Grab out a mat. I've rolled up another mat to sit on. If you've got a cushion or something to perch yourself up on, that's great, whatever. You don't have to sit cross-legged, but please feel free to sit cross-legged if that feels comfortable. Once you're in a comfortable position, also I've got some blocks, I remember books, another thing you can use in place. Find a comfortable seated position, just close your eyes, let your hands rest wherever they're comfortable. And let's just settle for a moment into our breath. Take a nice, long, deep in-breath through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Let's do 2 more of those. Breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. And 1 more. Continuing with your breath, next time you breathe in, gently turn your head as far as you can to the right. Pause before slowly turning back to the left, releasing the breath. Breath into the right. Breath out to the left. Use this time to really settle into the space around you, just the space on your mat. Let go of any external distractions. So it could be outside noises, and maybe it's the internal distraction of your mind. If that keeps coming up, those thoughts, come back to the breath and the movement. So breath into the right, breath out to the left. Let's do 1 more round like this. Breath into the right. Slow release out to the left. Bring the head back to center. Let the chin drop to chest. Just do some shoulder shrugs. Lift the shoulders to the ears, take them back and down. Doing 2 or 3 of those. Feeling the length happening up through the back of your neck and the softness through the shoulders. Then gently lift the head back to center, eyes open or closed. As you take your next in-breath, turn to the left. Slow release out to the right. Let go of those external distractions. Try to come to just observing your thoughts. They'll naturally come up. Try to be an observer of them. Try and be in your breath and your movements. Moving with your breath. Feeling free to pause at any stage. Breath into the left. Breath out to the right. Feeling a softness wave throughout your whole body, your face, your neck, shoulders. Finishing this last round. Coming back to center, dropping chin to chest, roll the shoulders. Let the shoulders drop. Just pause here with the head hanging down. You've got the option to keep the hands resting where they are or lift them and gently rest them on the back of your head. Not pull, just rest. Let the elbows drop forward. Feel the weight of your arms. If you're using your arms, help to lengthen the back of your neck. Your arms, gently remove them. Gently lift the head back up to center and drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop your left hand down towards the floor. Lift the right hand, optional again. Resting that right hand over the left ear. Once again, just the weight. Just the weight will help to lengthen down through the side of your neck, radiate out across your shoulder, and travel down, right down that left side. Just soften. Remember, the arm is totally optional. Just always find what feels right for you in this moment. Let's do 1 more breath in. Let it go. If the hand's there, just float it up as you gently turn your chin towards your armpit. Once again, the arm is optional. You might drape that. We've kind of got our head on the diagonal now. You don't have to use that right arm up there. Might be that you leave both arms hanging down, but once again, if you are using the arm, just the weight of the arm will help to give that little bit more length and release. We're now on the diagonal part down here, side of our neck. releasing tension. Take one more breath in. Release the hand if it's there. Let the chin drop to chest again. Just a couple of shoulder rolls. And slowly lift the head back up to centre. We'll go the other side, so we'll drop left ear. Same option, you might lift the hand, you might not, drop the ear, just get that length, let that length happen. Soft in breath, soft releasing out breath. The hand is there, just hover it as you gently turn the chin towards the armpit. Same option, arm draping or not. Dropping that right hand down, feeling that length, that release. Having no expectation of how you should look or feel. No judgment of yourself, just this space, this moment, this now. Release the hand, let the chin drop to chest. Start to roll our shoulders. As you gently let the head come back up to centre, take a breath in, reach up. Drop your right hand towards the floor and reach over with the left. If it's tricky to reach the floor, your block or book could come in under your hand. But let's reach over as far as you can with the left hand, keeping both sit bones down. Either look towards the floor or even turn the chin towards the armpit for that length. Take another breath into the side of your ribs. Let it go. Breath in, let's reach up. Other side. Remember the option, placing the block or book underneath your left hand, eyes down, or if it feels okay in your neck, always tune into your body and trust your body to find where it needs to go. Take one more breath in. Let it go. Reach up really big as you can. Take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, draw them down, peel the shoulder blades back. See if you can open this fleshy part. Peel back just to where you can. If the hands don't interlace, that's okay, reach back. You might keep your head neutral like mine. If it feels comfortable in your neck, you might drop it back. I prefer to keep mine neutral. I like to open the chest. Take one more breath in. Let it go. Releasing the hands, making your way to hands and knees. So you might be able to pull forward and flip. I'm going to fall off my mat and come onto my hands and knees. If you're using a cushion or anything, remove that. Set yourself in tabletop. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Come into some cat-cows. Release your breath as you stretch your back up into cat. Take your breath in as you come into cow. Drop the belly, lift the crown of the head. Let's go. Big release of the breath. Set yourself in tabletop, nice and strong. Broad through the shoulder blades. Extend your right leg out really long. Flex the toes. See if you can reach the left hand in front and have the left thumb pointing to the ceiling. Stretch a bit longer as you breathe in. And then crunch, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. As you let the breath go. Let's go again. Big breath in. And release. One more big breath in. And release. Swap it over. Let's place the right knee down, left hand, reach the left leg out, reach the right arm, thumb is pointing up, take a breath, extend it long, and crunch in, release it out. Again, big breath in, and out. One more big breath in, and out. Sink them down, tuck your toes, just sit back for a moment, release through the wrists, a couple of little figure eights one way, in the other way, and if you get tangled in this, welcome to my world. So I want you to stay on your mat, the same way I'm going to turn to face you. Come to hands and knees again. And this time, once again, we extend our right leg out, our left arm in front, take a breath, reach long, but we're coming into what I like to call Spider-Man. Bend the elbow towards the hip and the knee towards the shoulder, let the breath go. Big breath in, reach long, and breath out. Try and keep your eye gaze directly on the floor underneath you. Breath in, reach really long, And breath out. Place them down. Swap to the other side. So let's go. Big breath in, reach long. And breath out. Breath in. And out. One more. And out. Place the hands down. Come back onto your toes. Option to toe squat or not, so you can tuck the toes. Release the wrists again. Good, let's bring the hands down. Lifting up to a downward facing dog. We'll have a slow pedal out, bend one knee so the heel lifts, and then down, really slow walk. Crack, crack. If you can hear that, it's my ankles. Reach up nice and long with your right leg. Bend the knee and open the hip. Take a big breath in. Float forward, see if you can touch your nose to your knee. Take it back up. Remember to adjust to suit you. If this feels a bit tricky to do, maybe stay on hands and knees and do what we just did. Float forward, knee to nose. One more. Sorry about my belly flashing. Take a big breath in, knee to nose. And release back to down dog as I rearrange my clothing for you, Paul. Let's come back to our down dog. Lift your left leg. Reach up really big. Bend the knee and open the hip. Take a breath in, knee to nose, nose to knee. And again, breath in, reach up. Forward, knee to nose, nose to knee. Strong core work, people. And reach up. Take the leg back up. Step it back down to our down dog. Back to your right leg. Lift up, bend the knee and open the hip. Take a breath in. Float forward, knee to nose. And then see if you can step that foot through and come to a low runner's lunge. Plant your left hand. Remember the block is there. Reach up, take a breath in. And bring it back down. We're going to walk our hands up onto our thigh, adjust the back foot if you need to, and find your crescent lunge. Really strong, reach up, breath in, straighten everything, and then cactus your arms. Bend the elbows and both knees. Breath in, reach up. Breath out. One more big breath in, and breath out. Bring the hands to the floor. We're going to step our front foot back into a plank. So you can do this on knees or toes. So knees with me or stay on your toes, slowly lower. If you have a flow, take it. Otherwise stay with me doing our baby back bend, re-tucking toes, pushing up and back to our down dog. Walk it out. Let's lift our left leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip, take a breath. Knee to nose as you let that breath go. Step it through. Plant your right hand, floor or block, reach up. Take a breath. And release it down. Hands walk back up onto your thigh, adjust the feet if you need. Find crescent lunge. Breath in, straighten up. Breath out, bend both elbows and knees. Breath in, reach up. Breath out. One more big breath in. And out. Bring the hands down, step back. Take a flow if you'd wish. Or come with me. Lower down. Our little baby back bend. Push back to child's pose. Sink down. Long breath in, longer breath out. Slowly come back up again. Find your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Yes, I know I'm using left. Lift your right leg. For demonstration purposes, I'm using this one. Float forward, knee to nose. Step your right foot through. Make your way up to your crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Breath in, straighten up. Breath out, cactus down. We're going to reach our arms forward and see if we can lift to our warrior three. So with your blocks or maybe books, you could lightly rest the fingertips, lift that leg, shine your heart. Maybe float the hands forward or come here. Take a long breath in. Sink, let it go. Land back into warrior two, nice and strong. Reach, reverse your warrior, peel back. Come over, land your front elbow, reach the back arm, then open up to Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Set your right gaze on one spot, stay here, or bend the front knee, float up to Ardha Chandrasana, our floating half moon. So we're lifting our leg, we're nice and strong, fingertips can lightly be on a block, and you can fall out like me. Take one more breath, And step your feet together, come to forward fold. Hands to shins, half lift. Release it out. Sweep hard. Let it out. Hands land. Option to take a flow as we step back to plank, or lift straight to down dog. So the flow is optional. We'll do the other side. So lift your left leg this time. Big breath in, bend the knee and open the hip. Float forward, knee to nose. Step through, find your crescent lunge. Reach up. Breath in, reach up. Cactus the arms. Let's reach forward and find our warrior three again. You know, like before, the blocks are there. Take a really long breath in, maybe hands come to heart. Release back to our warrior two. Reach forward, flip, reverse your warrior. Come back, land the front elbow, find your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Stay here, or float that back leg up. Find your Ardha Chandrasana, your floating half moon. Hang out here for a couple of breaths. And then release, stepping together to forward fold. Hands to shins, half lift. Release, sweep up. Fold and release. Hands land. Heel toe your feet out. Find your Malasana, your little low squat. So if this is tricky and you've got blocks, you could perch on them. We're just going to pause here for 3 breaths. Long breath in, long breath out. One more breath in, breath out. And again. And out. From your Malasana, your little low squat, see if you can sit down. Come to your seated position, whatever position is comfortable. Take a moment to sit, release the wrists if they need a release. Soften into your breath again. Come back into that space between each breath. At moments. Remembering you can come back to your breath at any time throughout the day. You can come to these movements, especially the head movement we started with. It's a nice way to settle and come back into being. Let's see if we can do 2 more breaths in and out.